Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So I thought I would do a little chatty get ready with me, answer some questions, have a little chat whilst I'm doing my makeup. At the minute I have like a very, I guess, simple to an extent, because some people would wear more makeup than this on a regular basis, some people would wear a lot less on a regular basis, but at the minute this is my sort of like minimal-ish, glowy sort of makeup look that I've been going for on a regular basis. I've just been really enjoying doing it. So without further ado, I'm going to share with you all of my favourite products at the minute. Just get chatting. So someone's asked the tips for the academic side of university. So I'm gonna go in, so I usually prime my face with this. It's almost run out, but I absolutely love it at the minute. Whilst I haven't got my Kiko favourite, I've been using this. Sorry that the lighting's a little bit bright, but this works. In transit, camera close-up, mask, moisturiser and primer in one. So I've just been using that as my little primer. It's actually really lovely. It's good for my dry skin. And so I usually just pop this on all over the face, and then I use this product, which is amazing. I got it recently in my glossy box and I've been obsessed. I love putting like shimmery things underneath my base because I have that dry skin. I don't want, I want there to be like a little bit of glow from within. So I'm using the Figs and Rouge Wonder Love Charm. I don't know, it's their Glow Elixirs, and it's like this pink tint, and it just gives this really like rosy, like champagne-y glow underneath my makeup. So I'm going to put some drops of that on afterwards. But in terms of tips for the academic side of university, I'd say prioritise it to an extent, because you're only usually, like if you're doing a Bachelor of Arts or a Bachelor of Science like me, you're probably only going to be at uni for 3 years, maybe 4. Just think that 3 or 4 years of your life is not that much. So the fact that you're paying a lot of money for this degree, it should be like quite a high priority if you are going to uni. So just remember that. And I always find that having a diary is really good for prioritizing things. And yeah, so I put all of my lectures, my seminars, extra reading and things like that all in my diary first before I put in all of the fun stuff with my friends. You need to make sure you do have that balance, otherwise uni will override everything. So yeah, I just say make sure you prioritize the academic side first before you put in everything else, but make sure you also have a nice little balance when you put in all of the work that you do need to do every single week. Other tips, I've said this recently in one of my vlogs, but don't overload yourself with things to do on a daily basis. At the minute I'm writing my dissertation because I'm in 3rd year, so I'm telling myself to write 200 words every single day for my dissertation. 200 words is so quick and easy to write, and I find if I set myself a small little goal like that, then I'm more likely to succeed and exceed that goal, so that I end up writing a lot more words, rather than saying, right, I'm gonna write 600 words every single day. I'm probably not gonna do it, because it is quite daunting when you've got like a big number like that. So hopefully that helps you out. They're my like 2 top academic tips, I guess, for just keeping on track and making sure it's a priority. What are your plans post-uni career-wise? Have you got a graduate job lined up, or do you think you're gonna do social media? Oh God, post-grad plans, that is one of the big questions. So I'm going to be using this. This is amazing. So at the minute I've not been enjoying like full coverage, so I've been using this Lumine Instant Glow Fresh Skin Tint. I got this in a Feel Unique PR package a while ago, but I've absolutely loved it. Yeah, I'm just gonna pop that all over with my disgusting dirty beauty blender because I'm grim, so apologies for that. So post-grad plans, this is a shocker. Like, I didn't realise how unsure I'd be about my future until I entered 3rd year. Like, I always thought, oh, I'll probably know what I want to do by the end of it. Like, I'll probably realise exactly what I want to do. But now I think the end is looming. I am a bit like, fuck, I actually have no idea what I want to do. I have nothing lined up. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself by lining something up and then having to go straight into a full-time job for the rest of my life. Like, I really just don't know what to do. Like, half of me wants to just save up, go back to my job at home for a while, which I think is probably what is best whilst I'm searching for jobs. Like, I'd rather not search for jobs whilst I'm still at uni. Like, I want to just enjoy my last moments here because it's been absolutely incredible, and I just want to sort of like appreciate the last few months I'm in Lincoln. So I'm thinking maybe go back to my job at home whilst I'm figuring myself out, saving up money, maybe go travelling yeah, I just need to sort of figure it out. There's so many things going around in my head. So one of them would be to save up money and go traveling, either with someone or alone, because my boyfriend's still at uni for another whole year because he's doing a master's. So I could either wait and save up for a whole year and then go traveling with him, but I don't know if that's what he wants to do. So if not, then I will go solo traveling, I reckon, at the end of this year. That could be one possibility. Like, I could decide that might not be my thing when I finish uni. Like, it's just constant changes in my head. Like, I'm going through all the different things. Then I'm also thinking, do I save up money and then go rent in London, which I know is ridiculous. A lot of people will be like, why would you want to do that? I would rent on the outskirts of London, so it's not as expensive. It still will be really overpriced, but I just know that I want to work there at some point in my life. It's got a lot of jobs and work surrounding the things that I'm interested in and want to do. I think I'm going to go into the social media side of things before I go into my forensics. I think my forensic stuff will come in later down in the line when social media might either die out or it will, I don't know. I just think I've got my degree, which is amazing. Like, I've built this amazing, I've got all these amazing skills from my degree. I definitely will use my forensics at some point in my life. But I feel like there's no pressure to go straight into exactly what I've done my degree in. Like, I feel like that's a common misconception. And like, a lot of my family think, oh, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go straight into the police afterwards? Are you gonna do this? Are you gonna go do CSI? Like, I don't know. I just feel like they all think that I have to do what my degree is in, because it's like my last part of education. But I don't think that's the case at all. I think you just get a lot of other skills apart from your degree whilst you're at uni. Like, I've learned how to live on my own. Like, I've gained so much independence. I've also got like presentation skills and computer skills and other things that I've learned from my degree that isn't just related to forensic science. So I have, yeah, I don't know, I just feel like I think I might go straight into social media, whether that's doing digital marketing in London or working on my own stuff like my YouTube channel and my blog and my Instagram, whilst it's still around and whilst it's still like in its prime. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like because I've got this platform and I want to create really good, like, positive, inspirational things on here, that I want to keep that going, and I want to help and inspire other people who are maybe struggling with mental health, or people who feel like they can't open up about sex and body positivity stuff. Like, I want to do lots of things that are going to help people. So I'm thinking maybe I will stick around and do something like that on my social media if I have the money to do so, whilst doing my job at home that's a little bit more lenient because it is a 0-hour contract. So I'd be able to like balance my YouTube and stuff at the same time and see where that takes me. I don't know, but yeah, thank you very much for asking. It's one of those dreaded questions that every single person asks me all the time, like all my family and stuff. But yeah, I hope that answers it. I have no fucking clue, essentially. How do you get a following behind you? Love your style so much. So I'm next gonna go in with my concealer, which I can't find anywhere. Where is my concealer gone? I think Carrie might have stolen my concealer by accident. Oh, I've got another one over here. Right, so I'm using the Rimmel, it used to be the Wake Me Up concealer, but it's now called the Lasting Radiance Concealer and Illuminator. I absolutely love this through my teens, and then I've rediscovered my love for it. So I'm just using that, and I just do a little bit under the eyes. Like, I don't highlight as much anymore with concealer. I just prefer this look now, just concealing a bit of my dark under eyes. So I just pop a little bit underneath and blend it out. But yeah, so how did I get a following behind me? That wasn't my intention to start with. Obviously it's great that more people are seeing my stuff online, but I started my like blog in 2014, so I've been doing this stuff for years now. Like, it's been 6 years since I started my blog. So yeah, I'd just say consistency and maybe finding a niche, so things that you are particularly interested in, and then people who like that same thing will come and follow you and be inspired by your stuff too. So at the minute, like, I love my fashion on Instagram, but I also incorporate the body positive and like body confidence side of things into that. So that's what I like doing on there. I have a lot of my travel stuff on my blog, and then I vlog my daily life on my YouTube. So I guess you can have lots of different things. Just be yourself, and don't prioritize like followers. Just keep creating what you love, and then the people will follow. Have you had any side effects from taking sertraline? I love how open you are about it. So just a quick thing. So I'm using the Park Avenue Princess Tarte palette. This is their contour palette. I'm just using like a mixture of these three like darker shades for bronzing up. Side effects from sertraline are intense. Like sertraline, by the way, is an antidepressant. I was diagnosed with depression in December 2018. Yeah, and then I first started my tablets January 2019. So I've been on them for just over a year now, and they have literally changed my whole life, my whole perspective on things. So side effects are so bad when you first start them, for most people anyway, and I always think I'm invincible from like symptoms and stuff. Like I always feel like I can conquer the world, but that's never the case. I feel like a lot of people think that. You're like, oh, it wouldn't actually affect me, like nothing will affect me, but it literally affected me a lot. Like it made me really faint, dizzy, disorientated. I was emotionless, like I felt emotionally numb from a lot of things. My mouth was dry. Hattie's, one of my friend Hattie has also been on sertraline too, and she's had really bad symptoms where she can't sleep for hours. Like she sleeps only like at 4 AM. There are so many different symptoms. Like I've had family members who have had like really weird symptoms from it, and there can be really bad ones. So make sure if you're feeling really low to go and confide in the GP again, because they probably will take you off it because there are some really bad symptoms. But if you have started them and you're getting like pretty rough symptoms, they usually stop after like 2-3 weeks once your body has like become used to them and accustomed to them in your system. But because it is like a really strong hormone, it does fuck around with your brain a little bit, which is shit. But if you can ride it out, and then it's just an amazing feeling when it starts working for you, if it does. But yeah, definitely confide in your GP, someone who's a professional in the whole thing, and they will decide whether that's probably the best thing for you or whether you should wait it out and try something else instead. I tried every single thing and nothing else ever worked until I started it, and now it's changed my life. So yeah, symptoms were pretty bad, but they stop after a while. Will you be doing a master's? Hell no, not at the minute. Maybe in the future, I'm not gonna say never, but I think I just need a break from education. I've been in this shit for too long now, I need a break. How are you coping with the third year stress? Babes, I'm not. I'm not coping very well at all. Sorry, I'm just gonna put some lip balm on. I'm using the Glossier Birthday Balm.com. It's fucking amazing, I love this shit. Right, so I'm gonna use my standard Anastasia brow product. So I use the Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Chocolate. I have been using this for years. I feel like this is just a given now for my coping with third year stress. I am surrounding myself with good vibes. I'm making sure that I still have that extra time with friends. I am obviously prioritizing my work a lot more than I have in my other years at uni. Which is taking its toll on my mental health, but I just keep saying to myself, like, it's only a couple more months of this to go, and I want to give it my all. Like, I really want a high grade, or to try and get that first. I know it's very hard and difficult, but I just want to sort of try and test myself. So yeah, I think the stress is a little bit more than I probably need to put on myself, so yeah, that's kind of annoying. But I think just make sure you're scheduling time for yourself, but maybe not too much time, because sometimes I find if I have like a whole day off, I will feel more guilty and then put a lot more pressure to do a lot of work the following day. But that's just how it works for me. Everyone's different, so don't think that my advice is the best advice at all. Just make sure you've still got your friends and family. When you're stressed or feeling really low, speak to someone about it before it gets too much. And hopefully you'll be able to have a nice little balance. Don't restrict yourself from like going out completely or not seeing your friends and only like living in the library, because I feel like that's very detrimental to your mental health. If it works for you, then if you'd prefer to just work in the library and don't want to hang out with friends, just do what you think's best for you. Figure out what your perfect balance is and just do that, honestly, and you will have a much better time rather than stressing yourself out too much. At the minute I've been doing like bushier eyebrows. Like I used to really like the whole really intense structured look, but I feel like I much prefer like a bushier brow, especially because I have really sparse eyebrows. So I've just been enjoying doing them like this way. Sorry if they're triggering you, but I just quite like them like this. Right, so next question. This made me laugh a lot. So it's, do you feel famous when you go to uni? Do people treat you differently? I'm using the Model Co clear brow gel quickly just to like set my brows into place a bit. And then I'm going to the Tarte palette and use a Lily England 110 brush just to put a little bronze on my eyes, like contour it a little bit. Yeah, I don't feel famous at uni at all. I'm completely oblivious, like I sort of forget that actual people watch these videos, and obviously people from Lincoln do watch my videos, and it's only really on nights out where people will come up to me and say hi. Like even then I feel like you don't really watch me, like I don't really know. I'm like, how did people know I make videos? And I'm like, oh yeah, because I actually post these videos online to people. So yeah, like it sort of shocks me when people do say hello to me, but I don't feel famous at all when I go around uni. I don't feel like I'm above everyone or anything, like at all. If anything, I feel more anxious than the average person at uni. Like I just feel on edge a little bit, and like there have been times when my videos come up like in the middle of a lecture on the suggested bit on YouTube, and I feel like I'm gonna throw up from anxiety. But no, I do not feel famous when I go around uni, and I don't feel like people treat me differently at all. Like if anything, people probably are just taking the piss behind my back, which is fair enough because YouTube apparently is still a very weird thing to people, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but if that answers your question, no, I don't feel better than anyone or anything or whatever when I'm... That question did make me laugh though. But honestly, if you are watching this and you ever see me in public, come say hi, because I love meeting new people and making new friends. It's my favourite thing ever. I've got my lashes done at the minute, so I don't put any product on my lashes, but I'm just going to go in with some highlight. I'm using the Pixie Rach Loves palette, and I'm using the Clutch and Tea, these two bottom highlight shades, and I just like do a little mix of both of them. I usually spray my Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray over first, so then it gives like a bit of a wet, glowier look. Cool. And then finally, okay, so I don't know where my new Fenty lip gloss has gone, which is wonderful. So I am just going to use the Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream in the shade Adorable. I'm just going to pop this on. So last question is advice when you want to take back an ex that's cheated. Whew. Okay, so I was cheated on before my current long-term boyfriend. It was when I was at school, but the guy like went on holiday and cheated on me like abroad when he was with his family. It was kind of a weird situ, but that was when I was like 14, and although people probably still think that's really stupid, it like seriously affected my current relationship right at the beginning, because I had major trust issues. And for me, if I'm being completely honest, if my boyfriend cheated on me, I don't think I could go back to him. I know that obviously because you haven't done anything, you're gonna still be in love with him, but I feel like if someone is in love with you, they wouldn't do that to you and put you through that pain and trauma. And if they say that they're gonna change, I always think you're gonna always have these issues now, and you're gonna have these trust issues with this person. You could obviously build and regain that trust with someone else, and there are going to be people that are going to treat you a lot better than this ex that's cheated on you, and I promise you that. And even if they say they're going to change, chances are you're always going to be thinking whenever they go out, whenever they're with someone else, you're going to always be worried and questioning whether they're going to be doing something, and I think that's going to be really damaging for your like mental well-being. So for me, I think don't go back with your ex that's cheated on you. I think it's a really bad game that he's playing, and yeah, I just wish you will find someone who's way better and treats you with a lot more respect than that. So please, if you can, hold out and make yourself feel better before finding someone else who is going to treat you like the queen that you are. Last but not least, I'm just going to pop on the Pixie lip gloss. I think this is the, what is it? Is it just the clear? Yeah, it's Petal Ice Lip Lift Max lip gloss. I love this. I just always put it on pretty much any lip that I have applied, just because I like that glowy look at the minute. So this is the makeup up close. I'm not a makeup guru, but I just thought I'd share with you some of my favourite little products. This is like how I like just a very subtle coverage, a little bit of bronze glow, just a nice little light look. I've just been really enjoying it. I hope you have enjoyed this little chatty video. I hope I've answered some of your questions, helped you guys out. Let me know what you want to see on my channel. I really want to do a lot more challenges and fun stuff. So yeah, just comment down below, message me on Instagram. Let's have a chat. Hit a thumbs up, subscribe down below if you're new, and I will see you very soon for a brand new video. Bye.